I stand before you today, not because I have answers, but because I have something I need to say. It's a story I've carried for many years, one that's weighed on my heart more than I ever wanted to admit. I've lived a long life, full of joy, sorrow, and regret. But there's one regret that I haven't been able to shake, not for a single day. I want to share it with you, not for sympathy, but for the hope that you can learn from my mistakes. When I was young, I met her. Her name was Mary, and she was everything I wasn't. She was kind, beautiful, patient. She made me feel like I was worth something when I couldn't see it myself. We shared moments of happiness, and I felt something I had never felt before. The possibility of a future. I loved her. I loved her more than I realized. But there's something I need to admit to you, and I've never said it aloud before. I didn't know how to love her properly. Not the way she needed, not the way she deserved. I thought I could keep control. I thought I could protect myself by keeping my distance, by not letting her see all of me. I was terrified of what it would mean to truly let her in. I was scared of being vulnerable, scared that if I showed her how much I needed her, she'd leave. So I kept holding back. I never told her I loved her. I never made promises for our future, because I couldn't face the possibility of them falling apart. One day, Mary told me she couldn't wait anymore. She told me she needed to find herself, to get away from the small town, from everything we were. She says she couldn't keep giving more of herself to someone who couldn't give back. And in that moment, I knew I was losing her. But I didn't do anything. I didn't beg her to stay. I didn't tell her I loved her. I didn't even try to make things right. I just stood there, frozen in fear as she walked away. I convinced myself that I hadn't done anything wrong. I told myself that I was being strong by letting her go, that maybe this was the best thing for both of us. But I was lying to myself. Deep down, I knew I had made the biggest mistake of my life. I didn't know it then, but I lost her because of my pride. I lost her because I couldn't let down my guard long enough to show her that I needed her. And she left. She walked away, and that was the last time I saw her. I never had the chance to fix things, to tell her how much I truly loved her. I never got to apologize for not being the man I should have been for her. I let her go, thinking I could live with it, thinking time would heal the wounds. But time didn't heal the regret. It only made it worse. Years passed. I moved on. I got married to someone else. Someone who was good to me. We had children, but with every passing year, the hole in my heart grew bigger. Every time I looked at my wife, I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't truly giving her all of me. Because part of me was still stuck in the past, still longing for a future with Mary that would never come. I couldn't tell her. I couldn't say it. But deep inside, I regretted not fighting harder for the woman I loved. Now I'm an old man, and I've carried this regret for so long that I've almost forgotten what it feels like to be free of it. I think about Mary every day. I wonder where she is, if she ever thought of me. I think about what we could have had, the life we could have shared, and it hurts. It hurts in a way that nothing else in my life ever has. I will never have those answers, never know what might have been. And that's a hard truth to live with. I stand before you today not to ask for your pity, but to warn you, don't make the same mistakes I did. Don't wait. Don't let fear keep you from saying the words you need to say. Don't let pride steal your chance at happiness. Time doesn't wait. If you don't act now, you might find yourself standing where I am, old and filled with regret, wishing you could turn back time. As I've grown older, I've learned that regret doesn't have to control us. It's a part of who we are, but it doesn't define us. I can't change the past, but I can embrace the present. I still have love to give, and I still have people around me who need me, who I cherish deeply. I've spent many years thinking about what I could have done differently, but now I know I must live for today. Life is short, and it's not just about avoiding mistakes. It's about embracing the chances we get, no matter how scary they seem. If there's one thing I wish I had done, it's this: to not wait, to speak up, to show the people I loved how much they truly meant to me. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Don't wait. Time slips away faster than you think. Thank you for listening. I hope my words help you avoid the regret I've carried.